here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, everybody. This is I'm Ghost of Sparta 1 with another fantastic review for you. And if you're new and you came across this channel by chance, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell icon so that way you won't miss another review from me and all the other videos I have planned for the future. So let's jump right into this. We have the S.H Figuarts Super Saiyan BROLY Full Power from Dragon Ball Super BROLY. This is a great figure from what it looks like in the package. I've messed around with it a little bit. So let's take it out of its cardboard prison and see what he looks like. Okay, so I have this massive figure out of his box. As you can see, how he stands against the Goku Saiyan raised on Earth. No, that's not the normal head that he comes with. That's from Demonical Fit. I'll do a review on those next time. But you can see how massive and tall he is. Let's look at how tall he is with this little measuring tape device. You can see how tall he's about from the top of his head, about where his bangs start to reach, or his little fold of hair. I don't know what you call his hairline. There we go. He's about 7 3/4, almost 8 inches. But to the top of his hair, he's about 8.5, almost 9 inches. Okay, so you can see that comparison there of how tall he is compared to the Goku here, who's screaming his head off because how massive BROLY is. So let's take Goku out of the picture for a second, and let's take a look at BROLY and all of his nice, great detail he has. So let me just adjust this here. Let's zoom in a little bit. So as you can see here, look at his face. You can see the great sculpt they have right here for the face. You can see all the nice little lines. The paint apps is gorgeous. I mean, the amount of paint and detail they did is great. As we go lower and look at all the detail they put into the abs, you can see that they actually filled them in with nice shading, so you can get the detail. It makes it pop. It makes it look like it's there. It gives you something to focus on your eyes, you know. So let me zoom out a little bit more, and let me adjust this real quick so we can have a nice look. It's kind of a little difficult for me because this figure is so massive. So let's bring him up close to the camera here. So like I was mentioning before, the detail, look at the paint in the mouth. You got the tongue in there. The eyes are painted all white because he's in full power mode. The scars, everything has a little bit of dark shading into it, so you can see even in the back, look at the muscles look really good. The muscles look really good because of the shading. You can see the shading here, shading there, the shading's right here. It's a little darker here on this little bicep muscle here. So if you want to know how to change the faces, pretty much pop this piece off, as you can see, and then pop his face off, and then you can change his face to whatever you like out of the faces we have for him. We'll go over the accessories once we finish looking at the figure. So let's take a look at the articulation on this figure. So his head can rotate left and right. It can go all the way around due to the hair on the back here. So that's the reason why. I mean, it would be nice if this was like folded out a little bit more, because then we can get some good range and have his head look up. But to help with that, you would have to use his abs and the waist to be able to have him look straight up. So he could look down very well. Oh, that came off. Ooh, there we go. So he looks down a decent amount. So we have a nice arm swivel. There's a butterfly joint here that works not too well. It gives you a little bit more range, but the butterfly joint here I mean, there's some gappage, which I'm not too happy about, you know, so that's just one little flaw for me. So we have a full rotation, butterfly joint. We got a bicep rotation here. Can't rotate all the way because the way it's sculpted, the sculpt kind of prevents it from getting it to be able to rotate all the way. We have double jointed elbows. The elbow looks, wow, that looks nasty in my opinion, but it will do. At least we get a little bit more than 90, so that works. No forearm swivel. We have a wrist rotation, and we have a nice little peg here, so you get rotation and you get a little bit of a, you know, pivot here for the wrist. So we go back to the abs. We have a nice little ab crunch here, or a diaphragm joint. So it spins a little bit, and then you can hear that my joint's supposed to be really tight because this figure's been sitting in this box since I got it. So we have that. We also have a waist rotation. It sounds horrible. Wow. So might need to put a little bit of WD-40 on that. So we have a nice little waist swivel. So as for the earpiece that's from his friend that his dad shot, it's like a soft rubbery plastic. It almost feels like an eraser. The only part that's articulated is the butt flap, so in case he needs to fart, you know, it can air out. But other than the two front pieces right here are not articulated whatsoever. So now we go to the legs. He kicks out this far. Let's see how far he kicks back. He can't kick back at all. We have a nice little thigh swivel here. We have double jointed knees. No calf swivel, but we do have a ankle swivel, and we also have ankle rocker. And we have a toe hinge. So we have all of those. So he has good amount of articulation. His legs spread all the way out. You could do the Van Damme. So he can do the splits very well. Him and his cheeser smile. So we have this figure here. This Broly figure is really amazing. The main thing that I like about it is the detail. The detail is done very well. Fantastically well. I mean, you could see all the paint apps. You could see the hair color, how it shines. It has like a nice little green texture to it, and it's almost like a metallic matte green. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a great color. The detail in all the faces, wow, just wow. You know, just a little bit of paint goes a long way with the figure, and I wish most figures got the same attention as these ones did, you know, because he's being a movie release. But yeah, a little bit of paint can go a long way. So now that we saw what the figure is capable of, we saw all the paint and everything, let's take a look at the accessories. All right, so we have the accessories here. We're looking at the three faces that this figure comes with. So it has a nice grinning face, it has a screaming face, and then it has, you know, his just an evil smirk face. So you get three faces in this box with this figure. I wish there was more, you know, there could have been a lot more. They could have given at least, you know, maybe two more faces of what? I don't know. If you could give me an idea of a face that they could have gave us, please put it in the comment below. I would like to hear your ideas, because maybe if we make enough noise, maybe they'll give us, you know, some more accessories. But I mean, I think the reason why they gave us such a little bit amount of accessories is because of how massive this figure is. So those are the faces you get. You can see the detail on them. I mean, let me pick this bad boy up right here, but you could see the detail in the face. Let's see if I can get it to zoom or focus here. Okay, so I got it to focus on his face, so you could see the detail. The scar is beautifully painted. The paint, there's not much paint bleed on it. The detail that they put into this sculpt of the face is great. So that's that face. Let's look at the grinning face here. The grinning face looks great. I mean, look at that. There, you don't see no paint like coming off of it. The teeth look very well painted. You can see that there's even red for the inside of his lips and cheek. The scar right here once again. So the way they painted these figures are great. Here's the yelling face. Look at that tongue. Look at, they even painted the inside like almost black. There's like a shade in it, but it looks like, you know, the back of someone's mouth. That's probably how you would look at it from a distance. You know, there's an outline around the eyes. It looks like a reddish outline. So you can see that this figure and its paint work is great. So let's take a look at the hands. Okay, so here are the rest of the accessories that come in the package, which is his hands. So he has 3 pairs of hands, a slightly grasping hand, a slightly open hand, and then the fist hands that come with him inside the package. So that's pretty much it when it comes to accessories. The detail on the hands is great. It matches the paint very well on the skin. For the skin and flesh tone, you can see the fingernails, the details in the hands. You can see all the little ridges that are on there. What's good about these hands is that, I mean, obviously they're molded. You know, they basically make a mold, or they make a cast of some kind, so you can see that there's hardly any flash or lines. There's only a couple of them that have it, which I believe is the fisted hands. You could probably see them the most from. There are, if you look at the knuckles right here on one of them, you can kind of see that there's a line right here, so where they molded the plastic on it and took it out of the mold. So you can see like this nice little line here that it has on it right across the knuckles. So that's about it. That's the only, you know, bad thing that's the only negative remark I could give for these hands. You know, other than that, they look great. You know, you could use them in all kinds of different poses. So let's jump back to the figure. So that's pretty much it, what comes inside the package with Super Saiyan BROLY full powered from S.H Figuarts, Tamashii Nation, Bandai. All those great companies combined together to make this great figure. If I were to give this figure a rating, it would be fantastic, would be the rating for this figure. So thank you again. Once again, please leave me a comment below, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and you guys, my action figure hunters, keep on hunting, and see you next time.